Hey everyone, we're from the Life Biography channel and here is the story of Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel, born Angela Dorothea Kastner, born July 17, 1954, Hamburg, West Germany, German politician who served as Chancellor of Germany from 2005 to 2021. She was the first woman to hold that position and the second most Chancellor ancient in German history. Early life. Merkel's parents, Horst and Herlinde Kastner, met in Hamburg, where her father was a theology student and her mother a Latin and English teacher. After completing her education, her father accepted a pastorate in Quitzow, Brandenburg, and the family moved to East Germany, German Democratic Republic, just a few weeks after Merkel's birth. In 1957, they moved again to Templin, where Merkel finished high school in 1973. Later that year, she went to Leipzig to study physics at Karl Marx University, now the University of Leipzig. There she met her first husband, fellow physics student Ulrich Merkel, and the two were married in 1977. After earning her degree in 1978, she worked as a faculty member at the Central Institute for Physical Chemistry at the Academy of Sciences in East Berlin. In 1982, Merkel and her husband were divorced, although she kept his surname. She received a doctorate for her thesis on quantum chemistry in 1986. As was the case with most children growing up in the German Democratic Republic, Merkel participated in state youth organizations. She was a member of the Young Pioneers, since 1962, and the Free German Youth, since 1968. Her involvement with the Free German Youth generated controversy, as some of her former colleagues at the Central Institute of Physical Chemistry claimed that she was the institute's active secretary of agitation and propaganda, although Merkel claimed that she was responsible for cultural policy matters, for example, purchasing theater tickets. Merkel was neither a candidate nor a member of the Socialist Unity Party, and when approached by Ministry of State Security, Stasi, officials to become an informant, she declined. Political career. After the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, Merkel joined the newly founded Democratic Awakening and, in February 1990, became the party's spokesperson for the press. That month, the party joined the Conservative Alliance for Germany, a coalition with the German Social Union, DSU, and the Christian Democratic Union, CDU. Several days before East Germany's first and only free election in March 1990, it was revealed that Democratic Awakening chairman Wolfgang Schröder had been working as a Stasi informant for years. Although the news shook alliance supporters, the coalition was victorious and Despota Democratico became part of the government, despite winning just 0.9% of the vote. Merkel became deputy spokesperson for Lothar de Maizier's, CDU, government. She joined CDU in August 1990, that party merged with its Western counterpart on October 1, the day before the reunification of Germany. Chancellery of Angela Merkel. As support for the SPD faltered, Schröder called an early general election for September 2005, and the result was a virtual stalemate. The CDU-CSU obtained 35.2% of the votes, surpassing the SPD by just 1%. Both parties sought allies in an attempt to form a government, but months of negotiations proved fruitless. Eventually, the CDU-CSU and SPD established a grand coalition government with Merkel at the head. On November 22, 2005, Merkel took over as Chancellor, becoming the first woman, the first East German and, at age 51, the youngest person to hold the post. The migratory crisis and the easing of support that struggling European economy continued to grow as Merkel entered her third term. The prospect of a Greek exit from the Eurozone was a recurring concern, but it was soon eclipsed by a pair of security challenges at the European Union's, EU, borders. A pro-Western protest movement in Ukraine ousted pro-Russian Prime Minister Viktor Yanukovych from office in February 2014, and Russia responded by forcibly annexing the autonomous Ukrainian Republic of Crimea. Territory in eastern Ukraine. Merkel joined other Western leaders in accusing Russia of directly fomenting the conflict. She has led the EU's efforts to enact sanctions against Russia and has participated in several multi-party discussions in an effort to restore peace in the region. Merkel also faced Europe's most serious refugee crisis since World War II, when hundreds of thousands of migrants fleeing conflicts in Syria, Afghanistan and elsewhere joined the EU. Although she stated that Germany would keep its borders open in the face of the humanitarian emergency, Merkel temporarily suspended the Schengen Agreement and reintroduced border controls with Austria in September 2015. We are producing videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on the channel. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like and activate the notification bell to stay on top of all the news. I'll wait for you in the next video.